All right, morning, folks. Well, you thought I was gone, but I'm still here. Had to wait for the painter to get done. So he's finally done, and the XTF is in support vehicle mode. So got the Mark 5 all trailered up, and I'm going to take the cover off, and we're going to head south for about 4 hours and go pick up the body. So only seen pictures from the painter, so we'll go see it live together. We'll get the body on. I'm gonna put the doors in the trunk and hood in the bed or in the truck, and then we'll come home and put the rest of it together, but it should look pretty good. So it's kind of early, a little slow right now, but we'll speed up as the day progresses. So stand by. All right, good morning. Well, it is the next morning, and kind of a long day. Got stuck in traffic for a couple hours on the way home, so I didn't really do any videos of it off, getting the body on the car. But it's basic, 3 or 4 people dropped the body on the car. We didn't take the car off the trailer, and basically it was a mad dash to get home since it's like 4.5 hours away. But it looks good. So it's kind of overcast right now, early in the morning, but you can kind of see the paint. It looks very brilliant. Yeah, I'm definitely digging this blue. Liked it on Steve's car. Definitely like it on the Roadster. It's definitely shiny. Painter did really good job on it. There's all the other panels, doors, trunk, hood. It's definitely pretty shiny. Pretty good for a driver, I guess. Anyway, yeah, I was really worried that the Whipple wasn't going to clear the hood, but it does. The only thing it doesn't clear is this air filter. I knew it wasn't gonna, so I've got to come up with a different path, and I want to get it out of the engine compartment, because if you recall, I don't have a hood scoop, so all the hot air is going to be stuck in this area. And the nose is just sitting. It actually gets raised up a little bit from the nose, from the front, so don't worry about this clearance. It'll be fine. I had it all the way up for transport. I've taken the screws out because I just realized I can't get the defroster ducts in with the dash in, and I should have probably run those hoses and everything. I think I could probably get the passenger side one in okay, but the driver's side one's probably going to be a pain. So I may have to lift the body back up just a little bit to get that detail done. But once that's done, we'll get the side pipes on, and then start working back to front. I'll get the roll bar in, and I'll get the windshield in, and then basically get it all finished. I've got some aluminum pieces I need to put on the side of this still, but oh yeah. So I'll get rocking and rolling on this, try and get a midday update, probably a couple today. Things should be going pretty quick. I'm probably gonna, like I said, back to front, maybe front to back. We'll see how I feel. And then I definitely need to get the lights and everything going. So lots to do. Hopefully, what was it? Today's Saturday morning, 6 o'clock, so should get quite a bit done today. Again, I'll get some midday progress shots and a couple videos. We'll talk about some stuff, and we'll get this Mark 5 all done. So stand by. All right, quick update. It's only been, I don't know, like 15 or 20 minutes, something like that, maybe 40, who knows. Time warp in the garage. So I thought I was going to have to take the body off or at least lift it up to get the vents in, the defrost vents. But let me turn it around, show you what I ended up having to do. And instead of listening to me, let me narrate as I go through what I did. So stand by. Let me flip this around. Okay. So, well, let me start off with, you know, Vintage Air. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there you go. Vintage Air has you like zip tie or whatever this this hose to these pieces, as well as all the intermediate plastic that goes in between the tubes. And I find after time they let go or whatever. So just a simple, you know, a tech screw in both sides keeps it secure, and you can really stuff it, you know, all the way in, get it nice and tight so it doesn't leak. Anyway, just small detail. Anyway, so there's the first one going in, and I ended up just taking the speedometer and tack out and then fishing my hands in there to get this all secured. Those are 832 screws, stainless, and then I tapped the plastic here to receive a 832. These are undersized, so an 832 goes in there real nice. And that way you don't have to worry about trying to figure out how to get your hand in there to put the nuts on or whatever. I was struggling a little bit for the last, you know, few months while I was waiting on paint on where to put the registers for the main vents, not just the defrost. And I kind of like the cleanliness of the dash. I had a thought to maybe stick one in, you know, in the middle here, and then one in the middle there. But I'm looking at it, and I really don't want to put any more stuff on the dash. So what I ended up doing, let me get into the car here and zoom this out. You can just barely see this tube, and I squashed it, you know, a little bit. So it's going to actually end up like that. Yeah, it's rubbing the steering shaft a little bit, but again, this is just light plastic, and we got power steering and everything, and it's not going to bind up the steering wheel. It'll have probably 16th inch or less, maybe 32nd clearance. What I ended up doing is I've got this Y piece right here. I think what I'm going to do, stand by. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up building a little bracket right here, potentially, on either side to blow the cold air. I may use a rectangular one right here. I haven't decided yet, but I feel like something like this might be okay. I got to, you know, look at it getting in and out of the car, but something in this area, or potentially right here. But again, if I do that, it's going to have to be the rectangular one. I think if I, you know, maybe make a little recess right here, I can probably stick it right here in this corner. So I'm going to play around with that. Probably something I should have thought about before I did the dash, but again, I haven't ever put AC in a coupe or a Roadster before, and that's fine. And even just the defrost, I had them in my Mark 1, but that's because I had a hardtop, and I wasn't sure if I'm going to do a hardtop. I think Factory 5's coming out with a soft top to replace the rods tops. So I planned ahead. I definitely wanted some sort of defrost, so I went ahead and did that, and then got the AC. 90% of the time, I'm probably going to be running it without the top anyway, because I've got the Daytona back there, Gen 3 coupe, and if I feel like I need the top, I'll probably ride that. But in any event, assuming I keep both, I'm not sure that's a thing, or I sell both. Or one, not sure. I know there's new news for next year, so might need to make room. But anyway, let me keep going, and I'm gonna get the other side done, and then we'll start really getting down to business. So stand by. All right, well, the heat's coming up, and I'm about what's it, noon, so had a few items I had to address, but for the most part, let's turn it around. So got the windshield in, both defrost ducts, the rear view mirror, the angle of the windshield's to 27 1/4 from that screw to there for the soft top. Everything else looks good inside. Even put the little trim rings in. So that's all done. Windshield's pretty much in. I'll tighten it up one more time. Had to put some spacers on this side post. This side post right up against the frame. That side had about, I don't know, a 1/16 spacer on the chassis just to keep everything straight. Yeah, looks good. Angle's good. Believe looks good. Side, no gaps along there. I'm not sure if this is a Mark V thing or not. I haven't done a Mark IV, but the rear view mirror goes through the body and there's a plate under there, and on the Mark V you got to put a little spacer on there to raise the cowl just a little bit, and that closes this gap all the way. And you can just barely see the 2 screws right there holding the dash, but that's okay. All stainless, so it should be fine. But yeah, so now that that's in there, floating in the hole, the body can still move all around, other than the fact that that was kind of locating everything. Because like I said, I had already tapped those straight through when I did the body mock-up. So I wanted, basically, so I didn't have to mutz with that. I know it goes there, and then we can adjust all this. So I'm gonna start with the overriders next, front and back, get that situated. That'll set the rest of the body down, and then throw the roll bars in. So let's go. All right, well, I'm completely beat. It's about 85 degrees still, and I can't get enough water. So, and I'm pretty dirty. You look at that. Anyway, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it all the way around. Dirty face and all. So let me turn it around. Got quite a bit done. So the pipes are all in and hung. The front and the back are all secure. The only thing I've got left to do is secure the side of the body, but I'm going to wait to do that for the doors. Got the front. You can see the tire opening is perfect. The hood fits, so the Whipple, no problem. The hood is just sitting in there just because I didn't want to get it scratched, so I still have to hook the hinges up. But in the back, I did get the rear deck lid in, and it opens and closes. Gaps are pretty nice. They're a little bit on the big side, but you know, they're even, and I'm happy with that. At least then I don't have to worry about, you know, close things move. I do like the overriders. I think the stainless trim is going to work out really nice, and it's pretty shiny. That's pretty good. Anyway, yeah, there's a couple little details I'm going to work on in the cockpit in the coming weeks. But the goal is to get all the pieces on tomorrow, and then that way during the week I can just do like run around and do little things. I want to put the front overriders on tomorrow. I'll probably do that first, get those all on, and then I'll move on to the doors. Doors should be okay, and then I still have to, you know, put the aluminum pieces in. So I'm gonna tackle the doors tomorrow, and then if there's time I'll probably do the hood, and then little knickknacks to do and tidy up. Order some nice aluminum washers, some detail stuff for the cockpit, and Oh, I need to put the fuel filler cap on. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. But big stuff got to get done tomorrow. Anyway, stay tuned, and maybe we'll get midweek update. So I'm going to go wash up and cool off. Take care.